Church of Nativity.
She ain't got no money, her clothes are kind of funny, her hair is kind of wild and free.
Hi guys! At dahil nga nagpasko ay naisipan kong i-upload ang video na ito dito sa Bethlehem. Ang video na ito ay kuha noong September pa. Mabuti na lang at nabalikan ko ulit ito bago maganap ang giyera dito sa Israel. Pangalawang beses ko nga palang pumunta dito. Ang unang beses ay last year, December 24 at di ko akalain na napakaraming tao nung araw na yon dito sa Bethlehem. Kaya nakapag-decide akong balikan ito bago sumapit ang Pasko. Ito nga pala ang Church of Nativity sa Bethlehem, kung saan nakapaloob sa simbahang ito ang lugar mismo kung saan ipinanganak ang ating Panginoong Hesus. Ang lugar na ito ay nasasakupan na nga pala ng Palestine since 1996. At dahil nga sa paggawa ko ng video na ito ay nalaman ko na ang Roman Emperor din pala na si Constantine ang nag-build ng simbahang ito taong 326 AD. Na siya nagtayo din ng simbahang Holy Sepulchre kung saan inilibing ang Panginoong Hesus. The church was expanded in the 6th century by Emperor Justinian and restored in the time of Crusaders. At ito nga pala kaming magkakasama at puro kami Pinoy at may mga kasamahan pa kami na galing ng Canada para bumisita dito sa Bethlehem. At bago nga kami pumasok ng simbahan ay nag-picture taking muna para sa souvenir sa halagang 20 shekel. Mura na nga pala yan dahil 5R ang size ng picture at nakuha din naman agad namin paglabas namin ng church. At ngayon naman ay papasok na tayo sa simbahan at makikita nyo kung gaano kaliit ang entrance ng simbahang ito. At i-explain ng aming tour guide kung bakit ganito ang pinto ng simbahang ito. Dito tayo papasok sa maliit na
So now we are
lagusan.
going to go through the main entrance to the Church of Nativity, which is called the Humility Door.
Humility.
Why it's called the Humility Door?
We need to bow like this to enter.
That's correct. We have to be humble, like Jesus Christ was born in a cave. So we have got to go down before going inside. Okay? No hats are allowed for men,
No
but for
hats.
women it's okay. Let's go.
Oh, ganun.
Sa babae, pwede. Ano mga parang ano. Sige na na eh. Watch your head.
Ito na guys ang loob ng simbahan at talagang napakaluma na. Ito ay itinuturing na isa sa mga pinakalumang simbahan na nag-o-operate pa rin until now. This church guys is owned by 3 church authorities, ang Greek Orthodox, Catholic Church, and Armenian. Pero maliit lang yung property dito ng Catholic and Armenian. Nung bumisita nga pala ako dito last December ay talagang punong-puno ng tao itong church na to. Halos 3 hours ata kami na nakapila dito sa lugar na nilalakaran ko ngayon, papasok ng cave. Kaya wala ako masyadong pictures at medyo maulan pa nun. Kaya naman sinabi ko talaga sa sarili ko na babalikan ko ang lugar na to.
Lucky. It's not that crowded. Usually
Yes.
on Saturdays it's much more than this. So it's about 20 minutes more. We are going to go to visit the star, which marks the place of birth of Jesus Christ. Where it's written in Latin, "Hic the Virgin Maria, Jesus Christus natus est." In Latin means, "Here from the Virgin Mary, Jesus Christ was born." The word HIC, hic in Latin, means here. It is not all over the churches in the Holy Land. There are very few churches who are confirmed.
Most of the buildings and furnishings guys ay pagmamayari nga pala ng Orthodox Church. At medyo matagal nga din pala kami nagantay papasok sa loob. Dahil maliit lang ang daan at medyo madaming turista din ang bumisita ng araw na yan. At ito ang makipot na daan papunta sa itinuturing na manger kung saan ipinanganak ang ating Panginoong Hesus. Ayan, kung makikita nyo, napakaraming turista talaga ang dumadayo dito. Sino ba namang hindi gugustuhin na mapuntahan ang lugar na to? Kaya napaka-blessed talaga dahil nagkaroon ako ng chance na mapuntahan ng mga biblical place dito sa bansang Israel. Itong maliit na space na to guys sa loob, ito lang yung property ng Catholic Church. At ayan nga, pagka-picture namin, umaalis na rin agad kami dahil hindi pwede magtagal sa dami ng tao. At sa kabila naman na ito ay itong may star at dyan mismo sa may star na yan ang exact location ng kapanganakan ni Jesus. Taong 135 AD naman ay binisita ng Roman Emperor na si Hadrian ang cave kung saan ipinanganak ang Panginoong Hesus at sinira ang Christian sites. At nagtayo siya ng mga false god at sa ibabaw na to mismo kung saan ipinanganak ang Panginoong Hesus ay inilagay niya si Adonis, ang Greek god of beauty and desire. At ito guys, tara at makinig muna sa aming tour guide at i-explain niya ang history ng simbahang ito.
Confirmed. Nazareth, the place, the house of the Virgin Mary, the house of St. Peter in Tiberias, the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem, Nazareth, the Church of Nativity in Bethlehem, Gethsemane, the Agony Church in Mount of Olives. So not all of the churches are confirmed, there are very few. And we say we have got to respect three important things: history, tradition, and archaeology. So this church, everything corresponds to the exact place of birth of Jesus Christ. That's why you found, maybe you will see the pictures, and it's written in Latin, "Ic the Virgin Mary, Jesus Christus was born." Here from the Virgin Mary, Jesus Christ was born from the Virgin Mary. So it's confirmed. This is the most important thing, and there is no other places all over the world which is talking about the birth of Jesus Christ except here. St. Helen, she wanted to make sure that was confirmed, so she looked for some evidences. First of all, according to tradition, 132, Adrian, who was the Roman Emperor in this area, he built a paganism temple exactly in the same place where Jesus was born. A Roman temple for the idol of the sun, idol Adonis. Right? He wanted to cancel all the traces of birth of Jesus Christ. 132, that means 99 years after the death of Christ, after his resurrection, right? That means maximum 4 generations. If we consider every 25 years we have got a new generation, that means maximum 4 generations. That means if it wasn't my father, the father of my father, my grandfather, he used to live with Jesus Christ. So that means the historical memory, the tradition was still very alive. All the people, they used to gather here to commemorate the birth of Jesus Christ. Adrian, in order to cancel these traces, he wanted to build a Roman temple in the same spot. And he thought the coming generations would forget. But what happened was completely the contrary. Instead of canceling the traces of birth, in an indirect way, he marked them. He made a favor to us. Since it was a Roman temple, nobody could move it, nobody could change it. It stayed here from 132 until the arrival of St. Helen, until 325. So for St. Helen, the first thing that she looked for was the Roman temple. And when she found it, she said a very famous sentence: Jesus could be born a meter ahead or a meter behind, but he must be born inside this cave. Where you saw the hole in the star, that was the column of the Roman paganism temple of idol of sun. The same thing Adrian built in Jerusalem in the Holy Sepulchre, Venus Aphrodite, idol of love, for the same reason, to cancel the historical memory from the coming generations. But it made the opposite jump. So St. Helen started building the first church. The only thing remained from the first church is this floor. All the way where you see all this wood floor, behind there is mosaics. Comes back exactly to 325. This is the first floor of the first basilica of the first church. The first church was unfortunately burned and damaged by the Samaritans, and was rebuilt again exactly how you see it now in 540 by Justinian. Never was destroyed. All what you see now, except for the mosaics on the walls and the paintings on the columns, coming back to 540. Never destroyed. It is considered to be the oldest church in the Holy Land. Never been changed. 614, we have got the Persians here. The Persians, they destroyed all the churches except for this one. Why? On the facade outside, there was an image to Melchior, Baldassar, and Gaspar. Who are they? In the Bible it's written they came from the east, so probably they were Persians as well. The soldier Persians, or the Persian soldiers, as soon as they recognized their kings, they said, this church was visited by our kings, let's respect it. So the only church which was saved from the Persian destruction was the Church of Nativity. 638, we have got the Muslims here, led by their spiritual leader, Omar bin al-Khattab. Muslims all over the world, they do believe on the birth of Jesus Christ. For them, Jesus Christ is a prophet. So Omar, he wanted to honor the birth of Jesus Christ, this prophet, and he prayed, and at the right corner over there, there was a small mosque, until the Crusaders arrived. 1099, Germany, United Kingdom, Italy, and France, the first one, to free the Holy Sepulchre, but they also freed the Church of Nativity. And they started putting these mosaics on the walls to facilitate the comprehension of Christianism to illiterate people. Illiterate people, they were not able to read and to write. So through images, through paintings, through miracles, through genealogy of Jesus Christ, it was much easier for them to understand who Jesus Christ was, right? And that was what happened over here. Look at the end, Joseph, Virgin Mary. Look, the last one here, which is just only the half of it. This is the genealogy of Jesus Christ. You saw down there the star made with 14 branches, right? For what reason? 14 branches.
14 generations.
Oh, lovely. We have got from Abraham to David 14 generations. David until the exile of the Jews, 14 generations. From the exile until Saint Joseph, 14 generations. At the same time, we have got 14 stations in Jerusalem, Via Dolorosa, right?
Yes.
The last one is inside the tomb. For Christians, the tomb of Christ represents not only the death, but the resurrection, the faith. That means through his birth, the Old Testament was completed. Through his birth, we started the New Testament, which leads us to the resurrection. Right? It's a very important thing. Good. So you are seeing now a very important church, and this church was divided through the status quo in 1852 between three important communities: Greek Orthodox, Armenian Orthodox, and Franciscan Catholics. All the church that you can see here, the central area, the right corner, the five naves of the church, the narthex, the facade of the church, all this belongs to the Greek Orthodox. Let's say more than 98% of the church is for the Greek Orthodox. The left corner, that's where we went up, it's for the Armenian Orthodox. The Catholics, where are they? They have got only 2 square meters, which is called the manger, in front of the place of birth. I told you visit the manger, do you remember?
Yes.
It's 2 square meters, which is called the manger.
Ayun naman sa Catholic.
That's why 2 square meters are not enough to make the parish. Funerals, weddings, baptisms, whatever. So they built another church for them, St. Catherine from Alexandria. That's called the church and the parish for the Catholics of Bethlehem. From where Christmas Eve, 24 December, is broadcasted all over the world. From that church, not from here. If you look at your televisions, 24 December, you can see the other church, not the Church of Nativity. Was I clear?
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
No.
Can we go to Milky Grotto?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
So we